Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover some important literary moments of the modern age. First one is the RHYMER'S Club, the Irish Dramatic Moment, Auden Group and the Georgian poets. So the RHYMER'S Club is the first literary moment that we'll be discussing. So this group or this club was a group of London-based male poets. This group only included male poets and this group was founded by W.B. Yeats in 1890. So now when this gathering used to take place, what these writers used to do, they used to read out aloud the text written by each other and they used to criticize each other's work. Majorly, the topic they used to talk about was the challenges or the obstacles these writers were facing. And don't forget that this group was founded in 1890 and the founder was W.B. Yeats. Now, please note down all these important male writers who were a part of this RHYMER'S Club. Also, it is very important for from a chronological point of view that they'll be giving you some literary moments and they'll be asking you to arrange them in the chronological order, or they can give you 3 to 4 writers and they will say rectify or take the odd one out, in which you have to tell that this writer does not belongs to the group of the RHYMER'S Club. So these are the important writers which you can stop the video and note it down. Also don't forget to jot down 1 or 2 important works of each writers, because you never know what this UGC net people can ask. So yes, this RHYMER'S Club members are these writers, and don't forget that all these writers are male writers. The next important literary moment is the Irish Dramatic Moment, or the Irish drama was closely associated with the dramatic work of the English theatre. It was namely the theatre that made the Irish playwrights famous on the English stage. So now over here, W.B. Yeats is the founder again of this Irish Dramatic Moment, or you can say the Irish National Theatre or Irish Literary Society in London. All of these are the same things. So now moving forward, let's talk about some of the main writers who were associated with this Irish Dramatic Moment. The works that were introduced by, say, Samuel Beckett or John Synge or Harold Pinter. So now these 3 writers deserve the most of the attention from the Irish Dramatic Moment. Other associated writers we'll be seeing in the next slide. Now, before moving on to the writers, this Irish dramatic moment, you know what it did? It provoked the necessity of the works of the writers. Now, what necessity? The writers used to talk about educating the people around them and explaining how significant or how important their liberty can be. So, in this realm, a written word has a great power of words, and that was written in the Irish dramatic Renaissance period seems to be very great or very important. This is the list of some important Irish dramatic moment writers. You can pause the video and note down all the writers. I keep on saying that writers and the moments are very important because they can either ask chronological order of the moments, or they can ask you to identify the odd one out or the odd writer out of the group. Now moving forward to some of the important Auden group members are, we cannot forget W.H. Auden. We have to remember it. It is very easy because W.H. Auden represents the Auden group. Lewis MacNeice, Cecil Day Lewis, Stephen Spender, and Christopher Isherwood. These are some of the important writers who were the members of this Auden group. Also, in later years, this term, the Auden group, was used neutrally as a synonym for the 30s poets or the new poetry of the 1930s. So, this Auden group can either be referred to as the 30s poets, in which all of these writers you have to remember, or you can also call that the new poetry of the 1930s. The poetry they used to produce was about the 1930s. Moving on to the next group, that is the Georgian poets or the Georgian poets movement. So now this refers to the people or the writers who used to write during the early years of the reign of the King George V of United Kingdom. So this is very important, as King George V was the main person about whom these writers were writing. Also, these writers used to react against the romanticism of the early 20th century. It was a period when the romanticism just started in the industry. Also, talking about an important thing about this group of writers was that they lacked the strength and originality. They used to copy the previous era writers, and they used to criticize the starting of the 20th century. So now these are the important members of the Georgian poets group, that is Edmund Blunden, Rupert Brooke, Robert Graves, D.H. Lawrence, Walter de la Mare, Siegfried Sassoon, and John Drinkwater. Please note down all the writers and remember them. It is very important from UGC net point of view. If you have any question or any doubts, you can mention it in the comment section. So that's it for today's video. I hope you all have understood the text very clearly and easily. To join our online classes, please email us at megha09academy@gmail.com, or you can directly call or WhatsApp us on the given number. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.